Hello, I'm Kimberly, and you're watching Simply Living in a Small Town. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today is nope, I started to say Wednesday. Today is Thursday. Sorry about that. It's no wonder I'm confused on my days. It's not surprising at all, but it's Thursday. I wanted to do this a little earlier today, but I haven't not been moving very fast at all, so sorry about that. I want to welcome back all my subscribers who've been watching and following along, and any new viewers as well. Welcome, welcome. Um, what are you working on today or this week? And it doesn't have to be crochet, but just leave me a comment and let me know. I love reading the comments. I really appreciate the comments. And I'm grateful and appreciative of everyone. Again, whether you're just watching, I appreciate that very much. So I was going to put this video together to just show I had a Michael's order, and I picked that up on Sunday. And then I had a Joann order that was small. So I'm just going to like combine this all together pretty much. Not like a huge amount of yarn, but I did get a couple of new yarns that I haven't worked with before yet. So those are interesting and I really like them. So I thought I'd show y'all what I got. And I'm going to start with the Michaels. There is one in here from Michaels that I got about a month ago. I think it was a month ago. I'm not even certain at this point. But it was not too long ago. So I just put it with this because I haven't showed y'all, and it's one of the new yarns. So I'm going to start with one that I have already showed before on here. I am making my daughter's sweater out of, and this is the Loops and Threads Soft Classic in the Orchard Mist. Very pretty. I like the colors in this. Now, this yarn is not, it's not the softest. It's not too bad, but I don't know the way, like some of the yarn is dyed, like Red Heart. I do not mind at all, like the regular Red Heart that's like a solid color, but when you start getting into the, some of the self-striping and that, or variegated, it just, I don't know what it is, what they put on it, but tends to feel rough. So this is slightly, it's not the softest, I'll just say. Nonetheless, this is 252 yards. It is a 4-weight yarn, 100% acrylic. Recommends a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook and a 5.5 millimeter knitting needles. So I got 2 of these. I'm only showing you one because I'm currently working on the other one, trying to finish up my daughter's sweater. I imagine that, well, I'm going to run out before I get like the first sleeve probably done, somewhere in there. So I will need this, which then means that I ended up having to have about 4 skeins of this to make my daughter's sweater, and she is 11 going on 12. So I'm not complaining about that. The first 2 that I purchased, I actually only gave $1.99 each for those 2. And then these 2 ended up being $3.19 each. So $6.38 for these 2. And I did have a coupon. I'm trying to think if it was either 20 or 30% off of this. So, that's why it was $3.19, because I think the regular price is $3.99. So it must have been 20. That would make sense. I think it was 20% off. But anyway, so there's that. Now I have been itching to get these Karen Skinny Cakes. This one's called Spinomi. Now these are trying to roll this around here, but this is a 3 weight, and these are 100% acrylic. Well, I'm trying to find the yardage on it, and I don't. Oh, there it is. 795 yards, which is pretty nice. So these are 3 weights, so yeah, it is. This is pretty thin. I will say, you know, this is actually pretty comparable. So yesterday, in the Wednesday Whips video, I was showing you the Tutti Frutti, the Lion brand ice cream big scoop yarn, and that's very thin. It's considered a 3 weight. Strangely enough, now this is very close to that as far as that, even though this, again, I think is closer to 2. And I should have brought up here, I actually got out a skein of DK weight that I have downstairs from Hobby Lobby that I got a while back. And when I compared the Lion brand that I'm saying is very thin, the ice cream big scoop yarn, they were literally about identical. So I imagine I'm going to say the same thing is probably true with this. So if you can't work with thin yarns, I would not recommend these. But I am okay with that. I think they have so many beautiful colorways in this. So I got 2 of these, and it was very hard to choose because, trust me, there's I want to say probably 4 or 5 more yet that I want to get colors. I just they're just very, very pretty. This one, I was going to say, I can't remember what this one was called. Somewhere here. It's called Cupcake. That's right. And then I have dangling down because I actually did my own little swatch just to see, again, because this is thin, you know. And I will say too on that. So I'm trying to think of the yarn. I have a Premier yarn that I had just gotten to, and I'm trying to think. It's the Color Fusion DK. And this is literally, now when I worked up this little swatch, I have a little swatch worked up of that as well. And it's, I mean, it's almost like identical. So there's that. I mean, again, it's thin weight yarn, but these are so pretty. And 795 yards is pretty, you know, it's pretty big on that part. So I gave 10.39 a piece for these. They were originally $12.99. So I got those 2. And then I got, oh, look at this. It was 5, yeah. So this is the one I got here a while back. It's Carousel Twist. And I don't see the colorway. I don't even remember. I'm sorry. It says color and then it just has a number there. But it has a color to it. Oh, this is 213 yards. It's a 5 bulky, recommended 5.5 millimeter hook, crochet hook, and a 5.5 millimeter knitting needle. I do not see. That's right. Okay, pink lemonade. I had to really look for that because it was up here under that this little thing that you scan there. So I like this colorway. And again, this is another newer one. They have a lot of pretty colorways in this, and I still want to get several more of that. This was $5.39, and I actually just I'm trying to think what I picked. Oh, it was when I picked up the other Karen cake that I used on my sweater that I did, if you remember that. That's when I got this because it was something new and I wanted to try it. Now this is very, very soft. I really like it. It doesn't look, I mean, you can tell it's a little thicker, but this is not, for 5 weight. It's just slightly bigger than a 4. I mean, I've used quite a bit of 5 weights and they are quite a lot thicker, and I will show you one next and you can see the difference here. So the last one that I got, which was with the order that I just got, I picked up my order because I had it set for pickup. So I went in the store and I looked around, which I got a little bit of video clips to kind of show you in the store. That was interesting because I had not been in there for quite a while. There was a lot of empty bins. So I was kind of like really surprised because I know they had reset or whatnot recently, and there was just a lot of empty spots there. So you'll see that. I will add that to the end of this video. But so I went back and got one of these. It's the new Impressions. I think this is really pretty. But now if you look at the difference, see how that is. You can tell much thicker. I don't know if I can do this side by side, but we'll try it here. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. And if you can see there, I mean, they're fairly close. This is a little thicker though, the Impressions. So I think this is really pretty. Again, they have numerous really pretty colorways in this. This is 246 yards, of course 5 weight, and recommended 6mm crochet hook and a 6mm knitting needles. So I gotta go back up here. The color is blue raspberry, but again, they have a lot of pretty colors. This is also very soft. I really like it. I'm really excited to work up this. I looked at this and I thought, oh my gosh, this would be, I know we're getting into spring and all that, but man, this would be, I think, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful in a winter cardigan. I can't help myself. So it may be something that I do and just get more of these over time. Sometimes I do it that way if I'm not in a hurry to create the item, you know, like for something specific or what. I will kind of just, because, you know, Michaels puts out coupons constantly. So I just use a 40% off coupon, speaking of that, on this. The original price on this, I'm trying to remember, was $8.99. So they're a little high. So I used one of my 40% off coupons on it and I got it for $5.39. So again, that's kind of what I tend to do with a 40% off coupon, because the 40% off coupon was for 40% off one regular price item. Well, I still have one of those coupons. So what I kind of like to do is like treat myself to one of these, you know, higher priced yarns. Usually it is a Karen cake. And then, you know, I feel like that is a good deal when I'm able to use a 40% or 30, even 30%, but 40% is even better off coupon on one of these higher ticket items. So that's why I got this. And again, I can just accumulate enough that I can make a cardigan. So this is what I've gotten at Michael's. And I will probably be going back up there in the next week again. So it's kind of the last little bit, if I can kind of curtail over to the area where I'm used to going to that Michael's, then I like to do that. But this last time was, I do not trust GPS, okay, y'all. I was in Kentucky. My Michael's order was over in Cincinnati, which that was really kind of dumb of being away because I'm just used to going to this Michael's in Cincinnati. So just didn't even think anything about it. But what I actually should have done was set it to, you know, where I picked up at Michael's in Kentucky on my in like Florence, Kentucky on my way back from where I was. So, but that was not what I did. So nonetheless, I had to go to Western Hills, which is an area of Cincinnati, which was fine. But instead of going the way that I knew to go, I brought up my GPS, and that was not a good idea because it took me towards downtown Cincinnati. And the issue was that I was still on the interstate, but of course, being as I got closer to downtown Cincinnati, the traffic was very heavy. We could move a lot slower. We were stopped for how long and all this kind of thing. So I was just like, and the roads were awful. I was driving a pickup truck, and this pickup truck is horrible because in that, when you hit anything with it, I mean, the thing is just like rough all the time. And so if you hit like any kind of little place in the road that's rougher, oh my gosh, it just like beats you. So that was a horrible scenario. And I told my husband when I got back that night, I was like, you should have came with me. You could have driven because, well, and I say that he would have taken the same route because we have done that like within the last couple of months. One time we went to the same area, Kentucky, and came back and then went over there, which was fine. But again, it's like, no, do not go that way. It may have been shorter, but technically it wasn't because with all the traffic and being stopped and then all the holes in the road and all that. So that was not good. And I did just remember that I got something else up there. I actually went somewhere else while I was over there. And I just may end up having to, I'll probably have to stick it into another video because honestly, at this moment, I don't feel like going downstairs to get it. But I actually stopped at the Dollar Tree up there next to Michael's to see if they actually had yarn. So I'm used to going to a Dollar Tree in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, because that is about 20-something minutes from me. That's the area that we go through the most, like weekly, all the time. So, but I go to the Dollar Tree down there. Well, that Dollar Tree, literally, it does not carry any yarn at all. And I have wanted to try the Just Yarn many times over, and I need to scope out some of these other Dollar Trees where I go through Cincinnati and Kentucky and whatnot. Because that one that I just went to over there in Western Hills is one I have gone to numerous times, just hasn't been recent. So I did check into that, and I will have to probably add that into maybe the Friday FOs video or something because I completely forgot it, and I apologize. There's a train getting ready to apparently come through, which is, if you can hear that, that's what it is, because I live right down from the train tracks. But yeah, I literally just, I'm sitting here going through this, and I'm like, wait, I had that Dollar Tree yarn too. So I will just probably throw it into tomorrow's video or whatnot. I'm sorry, y'all. My schedule is all over the place. I don't even know what I'm doing now. I'm trying to figure it out for myself, for real. So, just a lot of changes and adjusting, and I've got so many things going on. It's just, a lot. And then I just literally I'm going to be honest, I have not felt good today. I put this sweater on a while ago because I feel like I'm frozen, and it is about 50 degrees, but it's been like overcast all day. And, I can't stand it. I feel like I'm frozen, but I think it's due to me because I'm having like a flare up right now. And so I feel really tired and I feel cold and, and just generally don't feel good. Like my pain is worse. So like my chronic pain. So yeah. So let's move on now to the Joann order. There is not a lot in this, but 2 of these colors I did need. I'm going to open this up. I got all Big Twist Value yarn, which I absolutely love. So this is called Eggplant. It's like a purplish color, basically. Now, I needed this to finish up. If you've been following along, you would have seen, I think, I want to say maybe 2 months ago, that I started these cocoon cardigans. I'm like, what month is this? Yes, it would have been like, not quite 2 months ago, but something like in January. Anyway, so I need this color right here to finish one of those, which is, I've been waiting forever, and it's just because I haven't placed an order. So, but these are 380 yards, 100% acrylic, 4-weight, and recommended 5mm crochet hook, 5mm knitting needles. And I love this yarn. Like, I have used a bunch of this now, and I really tell you, it is great value yarn. So I really like it. Of course, it's soft. It works out great. So I have this color. I got 2 of those, and these were 2. So all the skeins that I got here were $2.99 a piece. So I don't usually spend that much on these, but I did need that color, and I did need this color, and I just, it's still worth the money, you know, $2.99, even though I usually give a little bit less. So I got this one, is titanium gray. It's like a medium gray, basically. So this goes with one of those cocoon cardigans I just showed, I think last week, that I added the gray to, that has the toffee brickle Karen cake in the back of it, with the kind of a rust color, a turquoise kind of a color, and a gold. So, and it has a gray in it too. So I've added this gray. So I had it's a gnat. It's a gnat. I thought it was a fluff ball flying around the air. So this, I needed this for that. I also wanted this for something else, I think, but I'm not remembering at the moment. And then I got 2 other colors that I've never had before. So I got this really pretty blue. It's kind of a like maybe a middle of the road blue, kind of a medium type blue, and it's called cerulean. I'm trying to say that right, cerulean. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but blue. That's very pretty though. It's almost a almost similar to like a periwinkle color, but that's really pretty. I don't have anything specific in mind for this. I just thought, well, I'll pick up, because I've been wanting to try to get like different solid colors, which has worked great, because then when I'm working on a project, I'm like, ooh, I have this color or that color that I can put with it or something. So that's been good on that part. And then I got this really pretty purple, and this is just literally called purple. So, and I'm all about the purple. So I think that's very pretty. So that is all I got for this. Again, I did get some yarn from Dollar Tree, but I guess I'll have to throw it in somewhere else, just simply because I don't feel like going downstairs and digging it out. So I am going to conclude this video, because I am going to turn around and do another video, and we'll do some more talking in that video. So thank you so much for watching. God bless everyone. I appreciate everyone watching. Thank you so much. Bye.